Well, hello and welcome back. I gotta fasten my um, microphone to me here. All right. I believe you guys can hear me pretty well. Okay, well, we're going to paint the business end of the shovel today. Has to be done today. All right, this video may go a little long. So, um, it is a sphinx and woman's head, lion's body with wings. Okie dokie. Oh, what fun. All right. I'm going to handle this a little differently. The premise is pretty simple. The composition's fairly simple. Okay, I'll put some clouds back there. Then I'll put the sphinx in there. And that's really about it. Okay. So, yep. That's right, Fatima. A shovel. I've already done the back, and you guys see the back. The back is already resined and everything. Now you see the little resin bubbles here and a little bit of the resin mess up here, but that's okay. All right, it'll be painted over, no big deal. All right. All right, we're going to pretty much get right to getting. We're going to get right on with this. This has already been primered. All right. Sprayed black primer on this, and I put the alcohol on it, and we're gonna get ready to go on this. All right, Wisconsin Greg, how you doing? It's good to see you. It's been a little while. Hey, Larry, good to see you. So we're gonna paint on the shovel. I gotta put a sphinx on here. All right, it's for a groundbreaking ceremony, and I think I'm the one that's gonna be breaking the ground on this thing on Saturday. As far as I know, I guess. But I'm going to finish this up today. I had to do a correction on the Rose Commission, Yellow Roses Commission. I did that earlier today, and it's drying. It's sitting on a stand, and I'm gonna resin both of them. I may have to go back to the store and get some more resin for the canvas painting, because I'm gonna use the resin I have now for this, because it's easier to actually apply it on this. And I'm going to apply it more than likely right on here. I'll apply the resin, and once the painting dries, I won't use any medium. It'll just be water and acrylic paint for this. As you see, I have an extremely simple color palette if the camera stays in focus. But we'll see how that does. Okay, now it's back, and we'll put it right here like so. It's a light blue, titanium white. Well, now I gotta put you guys on hold for a second. So Excuse me, I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Sorry about that. That was the pastor calling me, so I kind of had to take that. Alrighty. Yeah, Linda. Quick intermission. Quick intermission. All right, we're gonna get get right back to this. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the sky. We're gonna let the sky um, put the clouds in the sky in and let it dry and whatnot. Then we'll put the sinks in. So I guess we'll get right to it. All right. Now, being that I'm painting on metal and I got it primed and everything, um, put a little touch of that dark blue in there. I really don't want to put any water on this because I want the paint to quickly dry. All right. And we're going to start right where this band is right in here. Now, my head's going to be in the way for a minute. Sorry. Just painting partially around the top part in here. Usually I put a strip of tape up here by the top, but I can just wipe it off. It's no big deal. All right. You see, I'll wipe off the excess here. Use my finger, just wipe that off a little bit. It's no big thing. And like I said, usually I would tape this part, but it's all right. And the other half of the shaft here of the shovel is already resined and don't have to really concern myself with that half. And once again, my head's in the way. Excuse me. I'm just gonna go around on the other side, get it as close to that edge where the gold yellow is over there. Okay. So hopefully that'll be enough of my head in the way. We'll see. Now, painting on metal, you're gonna more than likely do another repaint to get the paint solid. All right. Nothing to really worry yourself over. You know, you're just gonna have to repaint it. Add a little white. I get a little touch of that dark blue in there too, just to mix it up a little bit. And I will be adding a second coat to this, and then we'll put the clouds in and such. But mainly, I just put a nice little base here. And yes, this is the first time I've painted on a shovel. I mean, I've painted on cars and hoods and doors and stuff like that, but on a shovel, it's the first time. First time for everything, I suppose, you know. All right, now once again, it's just a base coat, nothing special. I'll be going over this again. I just want to coat the metal. And be real careful about painting on the other side. Now I had just used some very strong extra strength duct tape to secure this shovel on the board. So if, trust me, it's not going anywhere. Not unless I want it to go somewhere, but it's not going to go anywhere. Let's get some of that light baby blue there. Mix it in. And once again, I'm still going to be pretty careful about some of the paint going on the other side. It really won't. If you lift up on its edge, you'll pretty much be all right. You're not going to put any paint on the other side. And if you did, you can just wipe it off. I'm not worried about the streaks or any of that because we're going back over it. Again, I'm gonna just let it coat it and let it dry, and we're gonna go over it again. No big deal. Oh, Linda, stop it. All right. So we'll put this in water. I don't want this to harden on the brush. Painting on metal, sort of like painting on glass, is very streaky until you get your second coat on there. Unfortunately, painting on glass, sometimes you have to paint in reverse. So, and I won't be adding any medium to the paint. It will be just acrylic paint and water. So. So, is there anybody got any questions or any comments pertaining to any of this? Feel free. And as we get a little bit more blue here. Some more titanium white. Okay, and let's get on to it. Let's use a little dark blue. We'll put it right in here. You know what? Let me wise up here. And we'll keep it just like that. There. All right. Okay, let's play. Let's play. Let's have fun. We'll play around with some of that red in here too. And we'll do a little bit of that up in here. Just like that. We'll play with some of that around in here like this. I know it looks crazy, right? Like, what am I doing? All right. All right. Coming around on the other side here. A little bit of the light blue. Okay. Let's add a little bit of white in that blue right up around in here. We'll brighten it up down here. I'm lightening the bottom because of the details of the chimera. All right. Let me put some of that in there like that. Swirl it around a little bit. Once again, this is just the regular paint. Bring some of that dark blue back there. All right. There we go. Now you got a short time limit to try to blend some of this in, because it does get tacky. You can see the shovel is actually moving because this paint's getting tacky. But that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. All right, did I run out of my dark blue? I do believe I did. I want some more of that dark blue, just a slight touch in there for a little more variety of the sky. High point of the dog's day, barking at the delivery guy. Go. Circular movement. You can get the press a little bit. All right. And you can build up on that like I'm doing. Just build up on it. We'll come up around in here, add a little bit of that in here, just like that. Then I'll wipe my brush off on my towel, and we'll just dry blend all of this in here like so. Have it mix right in. If you feel there's a spot that's too dark, you can lighten it up. This is your world. This is your atmosphere. You do what you feel. All right. Once again, you got a nice little short time limit to do the dry blending. Making little circular movements here and there. It's all right. There. Okie dokie then. All right. That's understandable. All they see right now is an interloper. He's a make pretender. He's false delivery guy. I'm looking for a soft brush. I'm looking for one of a certain size. I don't see it. It's all right. I'll use this guy. All right, we're gonna go into our sky blue and a little white. All right. We'll start some of that love up around in here. We'll kind of tap some stuff in here like this. We'll come up at the top like that. Okay. Oh, let's pop some of that love in here too, like this. Just like that. Just kind of puff it around there. Okay. Now remember, you got a short window for this stuff. I'm just wiping it off, and we're going to do a nice little dry blend in here. You don't want to block everything in. Just fade it around, play around with it. Come over here. All right. Well, hello there. Nice to see you. Glad you're watching. Interior of the shovel. Oh, what fun. Very different take on figure drawing if I am drawing a chimera. For those who don't know what a chimera is, it's a mixture of human and whatever beast. All right. Or two different beasts together, two or more. But that's a chimera. Okay. If you didn't know. So, just to let you guys know, I didn't make that word up. We're going to pop a little bit of that love in here too. Come up around in here like this. Wipe off the brush pretty good. And we're just going to twirl, dry brush those edges into the blue that we have. All right. Is this the final look? Nah, we'll add some pure white in there somewhere. Once again, nothing but paint and no water, just regular paint. You got a short window to get all of this done when you're just using paint. Okay. I'm pressing a little harder, and you can do that because you're painting on metal. So, but please make sure you have your subject fastened pretty good to the surface you're painting on. Okay. Alrighty. So this is just that baby blue mixed into the white. Okay. I'm going to use a smaller brush, and we're going to now blend some of the highlights in there. All right. Well, yes, it does happen in human genetics. It's very rare, but yes, it does happen. Yeah, it is gold on the reverse side, but the Sphinx will be kind of golden color like a lion, you know. So, all right, much smaller brush. We're gonna go with this pure white thing. A little bit. You're not gonna soak the brush up with this. Okay. Here, we'll play up here first. We'll kind of add a little something up in here. But just like little highlights there. And because it's such a soft brush, you can, you know, blend to your heart's content how you want your clouds to look. And you're gonna see my back, the back of my head. Sorry. And it's me just literally dry brushing. They call it scumbling, but I'll just dry brushing the details of the clouds in there. All right. Very little paint. You just tap around, tap, 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 tap. Whatever shape you want, come on around here maybe. And then we'll blend it around here. If you have spots that doesn't look too smooth, just blend it in circular motion. Up to you how intense you want your clouds to be. Okay. Pretty much up to you. Where you see some separation of colors, you can go up in there and, you know, do one of these numbers here. And once again, it's just me just tapping, playing around. Okay. It's gonna blend into some of that light blue. It's gonna blend in some of the dark blue. Okay. Keep some of those different hues going in the clouds also. That'll help you out. Bring in a little bit of realism, so you're much like the painting, you're putting in some like your different hues, light, or your medium, light, dark, or dark, light, medium, however you want to see it. First, second, third layer, whatever helps you out. Okay. Add some of that blue in there. There. So I like the way that's looking. I like where it's going with that. Once again, don't worry about if it looks a little spotty, because you can go back over that. All right. Right now, I am just laying out a little groundwork of the clouds. Blend it in. Once again, I'm painting on steel, so it's a soft brush, so I can have my little fun with this. Okay, and we're gonna build up on all of this. And as I go through this, you can add whatever highlights you want as you know, we're moving around with this. And you got a short window for this. It also depends on the temperature of your room. Like I say, I like it a little bit warm in here just to get this drying and get it going. So yeah, I kind of figured that the pastor wanted me to play Thursday, but he doesn't. Even though they're having a revival Thursday. It starts Thursday, but he wants me to come on Friday, which is cool. No problem with that. No problem with that. Okay, you see all these little gaps and these little stuff going on in here. All right, don't get rid of all of that. All right, that adds character to your sky and to your clouds. All right. Yes, I already resin underneath. I'll be resining this also. Yes, I will be doing that. And another reason why I'm adding a lot of clouds, because it will help highlight the Sphinx when I put her in there. So, and it will be a her. And this is one of these projects that definitely, positively has to be done. So, like I said, this video might run a little long, but the concept and the composition is very simple. Clouds, and then, you know, the creature. That's it, really. I'm gonna put one down here on the bottom. I'm checking the composition and layout even with clouds, just to even it out. So that's what you're seeing me do right now. So even though it looks like I'm just scribbling stuff on, I'm looking at placement. Even right now as I'm talking to you, I'm looking at placement. Okay. Okay. Then after this is finished, I gotta resin the roses. After the roses, then we'll go right back to the portrait. Okay. All right. This is all right. This is cool. Okay. Now since it's dry, see. Okay. It doesn't take very long for the stuff to dry. All right. It is dry. You see. It's dry. Now we'll work on blending some of this stuff and adding some pure white. Let it tack up a little bit. I enjoy apple pie. The caramel. It's ironic we have some in the fridge right now, but what I would do is scrape the caramel off and just put the apple pie in the microwave. I like my apple pie a little warm. I'm trying to, here, maybe I'll just use the wedge brush. I'll use this guy. And we're going to add little highlights here. Just pure titanium white. Okay. On both sides of the brush. We'll have the highlights come from here. Okay. Just like this. And we'll fade it on in there. Keep your highlights fairly bright. Keep it fairly because this is where you're gonna lead the eye. You got me? Okay. Let's have it come here a little bit. Just like that. We'll fade that out. Just like that. I'll dry brush some wavy stuff in there. All right. And we'll work from left to right. We'll go this way. Come around in this way, this fashion. Come on down. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off my brush and I'll fade in the bottom half. If you're not liking the way things are looking, don't lose patience. Keep going, because you're doing parts. Okay, so keep going, keep going, keep going. And keep in mind where you want your light source. Oh, just because I don't like what you like, I'm fired, huh? And what noise are you referring to? It might be Wanda. She was taking out the dog. I think her bladder is about as old as mine. But I haven't seen her drink massive amounts of coffee, so I'm, wondering what's up. She might not be going to that liquor store. Sneaking out the house at night. Getting her a couple pints. You find out I have to operate that camera. Turn it towards her little sleeping area there. Let me find out. Let me find out. Darn, she fired me over apple pie. Ugh. Oh, the TV. Yeah, I can turn that off or turn it down. I can do that. I do it out of habit, but I can turn it. Yeah, I'll turn that down. That means you guys gonna have me get up. Yeah, I can turn that down. And since I'm not the loudest talking individual, um, so I guess I should turn it down a little bit. Okay, now you guys got me unhooking things here. Be right back. Okay, is all well in your world? That a lot better? I forgot this microphone is sensitive. It does pick up on everything. So now you guys can hear the nice little music in the background there. All right, we're gonna continue on right up in here. Just like that, and we'll fade all of this. Blend, blend all of this. It's great. It's great. Now you know how I feel. She don't deserve a treat. Okay, we'll fade that in there. Like so. She doesn't deserve a treat. You know, the cat gets a treat. How does the cat get a treat when the dog goes out? I don't understand that. Cat does nothing but be a cat, but she gets a treat. How does that work? I love to have that explained to me. I really would. The more familiar you get with doing clouds and things, you'll start to see shapes and structures and all of that good stuff. Now, remember, brightness proceeds. Anything darker recedes, goes back. All right. So you can actually make multiple layers of clouds judging on the brightness. Okay, which is what I'm doing. And I'm just scumbling along. Yes, that's an actual word. The verdict still stands. And now you guys got me washing pie plates. You know, I really had respect for you guys. I see what it's all about now. I see. Let's go to Anthony's channel and gang up on him. It helps our workday go by. I got you. I feel you. I feel you. It's all good. It's all good. I got you. Now, even though you see me doing what I'm doing, let's add some love up here. Can you guys see that? Yes, you can. Okay. Well, you can't see it now. My wedge-shaped head is in the way. So there we go. Add some of that up there. Yeah, that's it. Come other side a little bit. Just like that. Okay. Fade that in. Like I said, you'll start seeing shapes and such. The more you do this, the more you get comfortable with it. All right. And there's an ulterior motive to my adding all of the white highlights, because once again, I get to frame the Sphinx when I am ready to tackle that. It is easier for me to do so when I'm just using the paint and let it air dry. And yes, I do go through brushes when I do it like this, because this is not canvas, and you do rough up your brushes a bit. That's why you technically should just have a number of these things. Really. Okay. And as you see, as you build up these clouds, okay, now you're starting to get a lot of depth in there. You start to see different layers of these fellows. Don't want to lose the intensity too much. Once again, when you add brightness, it separates. Well, keep it pretty heavy in the middle. You can flare it out at the ends. How you want to do it? Okay. All right. A few more little billows, and then that will be it for this, for the background anyway. Oh boy, look at this. Undercover unison. But that's cheesecake though. Oh. Yeah, mayonnaise is gone. Mayonnaise has been gone for a minute. I enjoyed their subs as well as their cheesecake, but yeah, they're gone. Yeah, they are history. They've been gone for many, many, many years. The structure's gone. They tore that down. It's a parking lot, literally a parking lot now. Yeah. Ah, yes. I'm trying to remember if City's Luncheonette is still there. I don't believe they are. It might be a different name. I'd have to go down there and see. I don't really frequent that area too much anymore. So, there's a whole lot of things changed around here. It's like gentrification times 90 around here. Okay, right now I'm just piddling along because one, I know this dries in a few minutes, and two, I'm thinking of the position of the Sphinx. And you guys are gonna see me do something a little different when it comes to doing a figure, because I didn't sketch it out, but I know what I want the pose to be. So, all right, I really don't have to deal with doing anything else. I'll just put a little brightness in here and have it come up and around like that. Now, obviously, you see me highlight with the white. You can do the same thing in reverse. You can add a darker blue and do the same exact thing, if you wanted to. Um, and it adds just more three-dimensional stuff to your clouds if you choose to go that route. Let's say like in here, and you just handle it the same way you handle the clouds. You're just doing it in reverse. And what happens is when you surround it with some of that darkness, it brings out the clouds. All right. And you do the same thing with the fades. Okay. See? Same concept, same technique. Yeah, alas, they're gone too, Sylvia. We had a few good places like that, but you know, they go away of the dinosaur. You know, you kind of miss those mom and pop places. The jewelry store, they're close to the one on Genesee Street. They finally retired out. So Freeman Foot is gone. Jewelers, they're gone, and there's another one, another big one that they both retired the same year. You know, the fish market on Kossuth, he retired. He might open, or his son might open it on special holidays, but he's gone too. He's all done. So, yeah, they're gone. Not Freeman Foot, it was another one. It was another one on Genesee Street. It's been there forever, but they're gone. Okay, so as you see, because I wanted a little darker sky, to be a little darker up around there anyway, so basically that's what you see me doing here. Same technique, different color. Same fades, same tones. Okay. Same way to blend. Like so. Bring some of that darkness into the clouds to incorporate some of that. Like that. All right. Okay. That's enough of that, I believe. Maybe a little more up on the shaft there. Something around in here. Maybe we'll touch up around in here a little bit and get something in here. And blend it right into the white. So once again, it's much like painting in reverse all over. And you're just blending out the edges. And yes, it's like painting in reverse. Now you're making cloud shapes by expanding the sky around it. So there's a few ways you can go about doing these effects. And if you want, you can just add a little bit of water to your brush, and that will be the only medium. Some water-based paint. You're exactly right. On the other hand, in my case, it'd be like wife stay. So, yeah. We're down to only one Friendly's restaurant. We had 3. Now we're down to 1. And since I'm eternally spoiled on Jim Dandy's, well, man, I wouldn't know what to do once they decide to pack it up. Hello, It Matters. How are you? Yes, I'm painting a shovel. I've already done the back end of the shovel. It's already been resined and it's set and ready. This will have a sphinx on the front of it, and that will be it. Really, it's a simple, just a cloud and then the sphinx, and that's it. That's it, really. So, all right, we're gonna let that tack up. And what I usually do is sketch out the whatever I'm going to put in front, but today not so much. I will be just blocking the creature in and work from that way. So I guess I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay, but I paint the shovel in this manner from top to bottom, the background. You just may pretend you're not going to put nothing in front of it, but you know that I am, but you have to approach it that way so you don't wreck the flow of whatever you're doing. Okay, and once again, okay, it's dry. Okay, it is dry. It dries like that. Therefore, you got a very short window to do your fading and what have you. When it's like this, you can glaze over it. You can do pretty much whatever you want, the time allowed. Okay. So, since I won't be painting anything up this way, take that right off. All right. So it does not get on the metal itself. I have some very thick, very pricey duct tape holding the shovel up. Because obviously it's a shovel, it's not level. There's no way you can have it flat to the board without popping yourself in the hand, because then the handle will come forward, right? Okay. So, all right. So as I'm looking at this thing, I guess I can start to outline this and see where we're going to go with it. All right. So, yeah, this is the first time for me to paint a shovel also, so yeah. I've painted on hard surfaces before, but never a shovel. I've painted on brick. I've painted on shirts, coats, jackets, pants, car hoods, car doors, trunks. painted on trunks, walls, like I say, brick, masonite, cement, which is not fun. Oh, acrylics is great. It's fun. I do enjoy watercolor. For me to do watercolors, I mean, I can do it on a surface like this. It's a different approach. I would rather do it on a flat surface, but that's a different camera setup and the whole 9 yards. And I really don't want to go through that. Not right now. Not until I have a whole lot of room to do that. All right. So let's think of what I'm going to do as far as the Sphinx. Okay. So now I got to think placement right now. I really don't want to outline it in white and just get confusing with the clouds. So let's take another approach with that. So hold on one second. I guess I'll make a gray, do it that way. That's that. What I have there will not make gray. So let's get a little bit of, let's get some red. We'll make a gray with that. So we're going to take two opposite colors, red and green. Okay. Which are going to cancel each other out. It's going to turn brown. Add a little white, it turns gray. The intensity of the gray is really up to you. Where did it go? There you are. I guess I'll use this one. It really depends on, what you're covering up. So I guess you really can't see it too much with all that green blue going on there. So I changed my razor blade so this stuff will come right up. Dangerously easy. All right. I really don't like dealing with razor blades because I have a penchant for cutting myself wide open, which is, bad for business, but yeah. Get that little goober out of there. All right, that'll do. All right. So let's take a touch of green. We'll put it right there. Take a little bit of red. We'll put it right there. It gets all deep dark brown like so. Add a touch of white to it, and you'll gray it right out. Now, the gray, it all depends on you. You can have the gray a little bit on the green side. You can have the gray a little bit on the red side. It's a little bit on the red side here, but that's fine. That's okay. Okay, doesn't matter. As long as you guys can see it. All right. All right. So we'll deal with this. It really doesn't matter. Okay. Wedge brush, whatever brush, liner brush, doesn't matter. Now I have to think of the positioning of this thing. If I want it to sit, if I want it to stand, I think I'll have this thing probably sitting. It will look, it's got a human head, right? So we'll kind of do it this way. We'll get the head, something like that. So I'll get a kind of a head shape here. Let's bow out that forehead a little bit. All right, something like that. All right. It is a female. We'll end it right there for the head. So the chin will be right in here, like so. All right, something like that. Head would be here. The neck right in here. Okay. And I want her to I'm thinking of the positioning here, because now from the head it turns into animal. So the shoulder blade would be actually here. So it would be standing here with its paw this way. Which means its leg I'll draw through the creature for a second. Other leg would be in this direction here, because they're sitting down. I'll probably have the tail. I have the tail come down this way. Alright, the fascinating thing with this creature will be obviously the wings. Alright. So I know it's rather disturbing looking when you look at something like this, because it's just, me blotting on some color. Okay. I wanted the wings a little different. Let's start the wings, right about here. Come up around. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Let's get that out of there. Wipe that away. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. want them in this way. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, like that. All right. So I want them looking like that. So that way, be that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, and that way. Okay. All right. The other one will be that way, that way, that way. All right. I got you now. All right. Now, for those of you, it looks like crap. I just I'll I'll just darken all of this in now. And then the details will come a little bit later. Like I said, you guys never really see me paint a figure like this, like in this fashion anyway. But I already know in my mind's eye what I want. So I know where the proportions are going to be. I'm pretty familiar with all of that. I'll just pop this in here to fill it in. Let's get a little more red. A touch of green. We'll mix that up in there. All right. A touch of white. Bring the same color back again. Okay, and we'll just keep it moving. And let it get solid. Do what it do. All right, go ahead. We will chat. We'll definitely chat this time. But go ahead. Sweet dreams. All right. All right, something like that. The wings. We'll use this color for the interior right in here. Right up in here. We'll play around in here for the inside of the wings here. Just like that. What's going to be represented for the outside wings, we'll just take a little bit of white in this gray just to separate. Right in here will be the wings on the outside there. It's just a reference right now. That's all that is. Come on around, come on around, around, around. We're gonna do it this way too. Separate feathers. Block it all in. Like I say, I know what I want, I know what I'm looking for. And this is just me filling it out. I'll just block it all in. They'll get prettier as we move along. Okay. Okay. We're going to go back into our, let's get a little bit of water. Let's see if we can reactivate this stuff here. And so this fell in the backpack here. These are the wings in the back part of the wings. Come out here like this. Just like that. Fill it in like back. So, okay. Okie dokie then. So she'll be in this shape, in this area in here. Just like that. All right. We'll let it tack up a bit, and then we'll get right to it. And I'll probably shape, maybe we'll play around with the wings first. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. I got a little bit of a damp brush. We can wipe away some of that excess. Just wipe that away. Get it out of there. Like that. All right. Wipe it right away. Any mistakes, any errors or whatnot, you just wipe it away. And if you want to, go back over it again, you just go back over it. It's like this. See? No fuss, no muss, no harm, no foul. There we go. And you just fade it out. It will set, and you'll never know there was an error back there anyway. So, all right. Maybe I will put, let's take a little bit of green and a little bit of red. Let's see what it looks like. A little touch of blue in there. All right. And we'll try it out. If I don't like it, we'll change it. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll put some land in there after all. We'll see. If I don't like it, I'll just bring the blue back. Once again, it's just me testing it out. We'll see what happens. And it gives me a little bit of time to mess around while this stuff tack up and dry. I'll be working with much smaller brushes for the details and all of that stuff. Just like so. Right now, it's just me blocking stuff in. And being mindful that I got paint on the other side, so I don't want to cross in to there. It's not too much. I'll try my best not to anyway. Let's have it slant upward just a little bit from there, and we'll slant it up. Alrighty. All right. Okay. So we'll keep it like that. It brings a little more dimension into things. All right. Those wings, like I say, will be a whole lot prettier. Don't worry. It's just me shaping the creature out. Okay. Let us probably work with yeah, if any of you are lagging, just come back out, come back in again. You should be good. Okay. Let us see what I want to do now. I guess I can mess with the let's mess with let's do the creature itself. We'll mess with the body and stuff. So what I'll do is take a brush. I'll take this guy. Let's clean this up and we'll get with the this animal's fur. We'll do that. I'll try to use what I have here instead of popping more colors in there. So hopefully I got enough of what I would need. We'll soon find out. All right, we're gonna go into some red, go into some green. We'll gray it out. Okay. And a slight touch of white in there. Let's see. And a little more green. We'll brown that up a little bit. I might add a little bit of orange in there. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. What I'll do, I'll just use this. Darken that up a little bit. Okay, that makes a pretty decent kind of a shadow color there. All right, we're gonna go in, come up in here a little bit. We'll start rounding off some things. Right where the armpit would be, the knee of the creature would be around in here. Okay, underneath where the foot would be right up around in here a little bit. Yeah, I might end up using a different color, but that's all right. So we'll shade that in like so. See how things get the kind of form. All right. Got a little shadow here by her wings, all up in here. So right now I'm just kind of fleshing things out a bit. All right. Where I want certain things. Let's get some yellow and some, where's my yellow? A little yellow. Where's my brush? Let's go with a little yellow, slight touch of red in there. More yellow. All right. All right. A little more yellow. A little touch of that white. Slight touch of white in there. Okay. Up in here, around by the tail, back here. I think I'm gonna put a bracelet on this one too. Oh man, who said that? Okay, Fatima says hump day causes lagging. All right. Yeah, I think I'll use that for my new excuse. Why not? Hump day causes lagging. All right. Little yellow, slight touch of red, more yellow. Okay. We'll be adding fur and all that on her. Right now it's more of a light and shade thing we're doing. Yeah, you'll see as I move around with this. There's a method to my madness. You see me doing this. Yep, I think I'll put some jewelry on her. Yeah, I'll be working with smaller brushes. So I'm fleshing her out. I usually can go through these things pretty quickly. Okay. You see, I'm not really touching the face. The face would be a little different. I can somewhat. Something of this sort right here. I'll make it pretty smooth here. And the details. And her hair and such. Oh Lord. What happened to Taco Tuesday? It's Thursday now? But you're just making up rules as you go along, aren't you? This lady. What are we gonna do with her, everybody? What are we gonna do with her? Really? Okay. Really? What are we gonna do with Sonya? I'd like to know. Inquiring minds want to know. What are we gonna do with Sonya? What are we gonna do with her? We're gonna have some fun with the wings. I thought it was Tuesday. Are you serious? Then where have I been? You have me second guessing myself. How was that? once again. Where the shoulder is. This creature is right about here. Ah, okay. I see now. Top part of the tape gave way, but that's okay. I still got the other part still holding on pretty steady. Right up around in here. Okay. All right, let's take some yellow and some white. Let's get the majority of that off my brush. Start putting in little highlights here and there, especially where the arm is. Already shape. Still working with light and shade, where I want the light to pretty much hit here. Yep. She does have that wrench, and she's not scared to use it. So everything I'm pretty much showing you guys is a building up process. Take your time. Don't rush it. Okay? Don't do that. Don't rush. I'm just accustomed to doing these things, and usually it's a pen and ink deal. Usually. I really escaped doing things like this over the years. Musculature is up around in here somewhere. Right by that shadow there. Right where her wings meet. A little bit of yellow and white there. Right up in here. And by her foot. Shoulder blade up there. tail. We'll refine that tail a little bit as we go on. Go ahead up around in here. And we're still going to put a bit of fur on her also. A little bit of red, a little bit of green. A touch more green in there. And just be careful. A lot of dry brushing and curving. Keep doing it till you get the shade you want. It's more filling out the dark tones. Get a little touch of water, my brush. Just be careful. Remember, darkness recedes. Anything brighter than that brings it forward. And we're still going to put the details of the feathers and such in there. Give me a, we'll use this guy. All right, we're gonna get a little bit of water, touch of the yellow, a little touch of red, and some white. A little more yellow there, a little more white, a touch of water. Just be careful. It should be enough. I clean off my brush. Got way too much paint caked up on it. Now, just be careful of how you go about this. Just keep going at it till you get what you're looking for. Just be careful. You might not be able to see it on camera. And I'm gonna get the little script liner baby brush, and we'll put some highlights on her. More highlights on her. Dryer sheets are evil. Do I really want to hear the story of this? How are dryer sheets evil? Something gonna tell me I'm gonna regret hearing this. But let's have it. Tell us about those evil dryer sheets. Am I gonna see the dryer sheet box in the post office in the 10 most wanted list? Small little baby brush here. Time to put some little hairs on there. And I'll probably use more white than anything else so it can show a little bit better. I'll go a little bit in the inside there. She does have a little bit of that. Well, I'll put the hair in a little bit later. She does have that hair going on. Now there's a little bit of water in this white mixture. But basically it's just giving a little texture to the body hair. And we're going to come up around by the rib cage here. Oh, Sonya. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Sonya has some bloodthirsty, vengeful dryer wipes. Bloodthirsty. They're strangling clothes. I didn't know they had a vendetta against sweatpants. Wow. How do you get dryer wipes to strangle out sweatpants? I mean, what kind of, I don't know, man. It's like you have to separate two kids, one on one end of the class and the other one on the other end of the class, and let them just stare at each other for the next 7 hours. How did this come about? I guess the struggle is real. And yes, I'm using a very tiny brush. Get the little hairs in there. Wow. The New Jersey police is going to put out an APB on dryer wipes. Lock your doors. Secure your pets. Dryer wipes are on the loose. Good grief. Sonya, control your dryer wipes. They're a menace. Um, Close Encounters of the Third Dryer Wipes. Wow. Sonya will make the world believe dryer wipes can kill. Oh man. Do a Google search on the statistics of dryer wipes sweatpants deaths in the country. The number will probably shock you. I wonder if they come in different breeds like dogs. You know, you must have a pair of pit dryer wipes. You should have bought some what is that? The cockadoodle wipes, the Yorkie Doodle wipes. You should have got some Saint Bernard wipes. They'll just lay there. Doesn't Bree deal with cows and bulls? So do they got Holstein wipes? Could you imagine the size of those wipes? And let's go back to the dogs. They're a little more manageable. Okay. While we're talking about different breeds of wipes, let's get let's use this guy. Let's get a flat brush. We'll start sketching in some wings. Let's go back into our little brown mix. A little red, a little green. All right. Put them in pretty dark there. Red up under here. Start putting in little winglets. Little yellow and white in there. Oh, dryer sheets. Well, excuse me. I have to be very, very technical with Sonya. Dryer sheets. Okay. Dryer sheets. And we're popping in some wings in here. All right. Yes, the laughter does flow. She's the only one in this chat that has homicidal dryer sheets. Whatever supermarket she's going to needs to be under investigation. just saying. I'm just saying. You know. Try to get little tear shapes there for your wings. And once you get the initial shapes, if you would like to darken them, you can always glaze them. It's pretty much almost like painting petals. And they interlock with each other too. And when you get the ones out here, get a nice little separation of them. And at least get them to look like feathers. And you add slight little highlights to them. I'll wait for them to tack up and we'll put some little wing highlights back there. But it's the darker the wings on the other side. Okay. I'm gonna go back to our lighter color, add a little white. It's just you're mixing the colors that are already there. And this is a filbert brush. So here, once again, that's almost like painting feathers or painting leaves or petals. And they interlock with each other. I can get another longer row in there. Like I say, to highlight them, okay, that one is going to be fun. So I'll get out to highlight these guys. And I'll probably do that after that. We'll get a third row in here. And give it a little curve. Just like that. And we'll highlight a few of those. Ooh, too heavy. Turn that away. I'm going to come back out, come this way. brush like that. A lot of paint, press hard, and you turn the brush as you're doing it. Plenty of paint. Okay. You come out, press, 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 press. Curve, slightly go in. As you see, I can put feathers in there where there isn't any. But a consistent stroke. And you can't be scared or intimidated. Have them run into each other. All right. Curve going in there. Curve it. Make a little gap there. Put that red in there. Put some guys in there. Okay. I'm putting feathers on top of other ones. Kind of guide you in the path they're going in. Okay. And it's white and yellow. Let's see if I got any pure white. Because the white, once again, it kind of brings out the other. And we'll come out here a little bit. Just highlighting where the shine is. Okay. So. Well, thank you. Told you it will look a little crazy until, things start to kind of come together. All right. So, yeah, it will look a little wild at first. Like, just pure crazy. Some deep purple here. Get a little touch of water. I like the purple, but let's wet that up a little bit. A little more red and blue. Remember, dark brings it back. Okay. Yeah, that's the sick, crazy stage. It definitely can be. Yes, I must agree. Okay, we're gonna glaze on some shadow color in the front of the wings. Okay, underneath here, just to make these fellas stick out. All right. We can work with this purplish color in a lot of water because I just want a light shadow. That's all. So we'll start with this, just up under here, just to darken it a little bit. And make sure your paint is dry when you do this. And just adds a little bit of depth. Just a little bit. I'm trying to get a little bit in between the wings here. A little bit in there, a little bit in there, a little bit in here. I'm sorry. Let me get out of there. Okay. All right. Let me do something with this, the ground here. Well, if I do too much dark, I can just add. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you an example of it. I ran out of white, so but let's say if you overdid the dark, okay. You add your white to the yellow, which makes it obviously a lot more opaque. Okay, and I'm trying to get a brush here. Just add some yellow and a little touch of the titanium white. It's the titanium white that helps that yellow stick out and stand out. So if you got a little too much, let's see if I do this here. Okay, you just take your and you just pop it back on in there. You see how it brings that back out again. And you can just literally cover that right back up again if you feel you must. All in where you want your highlights to be. See? Just like that. And you can always keep building on it because you can, here, let's make that disappear so you can just make it go away. All right. You can trim that down to a nice little line if you want. All right. So acrylics will go over other acrylics. Kind of the beauty of the thing. Come here, pop it in there like that. All right. So you can really make it stand out. Let's take straight titanium white. I can just come here, put a nice little outline there. It just brings that wing out a little bit more. All right. And you just build upon that. That's all. Just like that. And you just keep building on it, building on it, and building on it. You know, if need be. All right. If you need to. Because me adding the white just makes it look like extra feathers. So it's really up to you. Once again, on how bright you want it. This works for me because the light's coming from this side anyway. Okay. All right. Let me see what I want to do with. Since I'm already this close, let's see if I can just aim it downward. Right about there. As long as the whole camera situation doesn't flop over, because that would just be bad business. Horrible mojo. Can you guys see that? Yes. I'll bring it up this way. I can't keep forgetting I have to go opposite. All right. Okay. I think we're not gonna fall over. All right. Here we go. Let's take some of this dark color. And we'll pop in some of the paws there. We'll pop in a paw. Oh, we'll pop in a paw right about here. Then we'll pop in another one right here. Just like that. All right, let's take some white. Just like so. All right, okay. Pop in some more little details here and there. I'll be going over this again because it depends on what kind of ground I want. So. Okay, let's do let's see what the ground will look like. Let's take a fan brush of some sort. Let's see, do I got a little tiny? We'll use this. Let's go with some deep green. We'll put it right here by this grayish red stuff right in here. Just mix it in there. Okay, I'll try my best to stay back here. And we'll throw bits of this in here for right now. Don't get rid of all your dark. Cover some of the tail in the grass. Like I say, I'm just checking out how it looks. If I like it, then we'll roll with it. We'll see. I'm not worried about the little specks of white there. We can cover that back up. Well, that I'm not worried about. We just make it go away. Okay, that's all right. Take a little yellow. We're gonna do the same thing. We'll just put the yellow over here. A little touch of white, make it a little opaque. Okay. All right, we'll come here and add cute little patches. Do a few of them at a time, especially on the edge. We'll come out here a little bit. Come out here. The yellow highlights won't be everywhere. It'll be more towards the front. All right. Put some by the paws there. I guess that's fine. We'll take a script liner real fast. Some water here. We'll go into some white. We'll put it right here. A little touch of yellow. Get some more water. Really inky consistency. Yeah, we'll throw some of this in here. Just little patches there. Come right across the paws. Believe it or not, probably need some more water. Yep, a little more water. Really inky consistency here. And make sure I get out of your way so you can see what I'm doing here. Not enough water, believe it or not. Still not enough water. Need plenty of water here. Let's get some more white paint as I'm doing this. I want the, gotta make the little weeds stick out. All right. That's a little better. Across the paws there. Come up around here, curl them up a little bit. Put them in the way. Get some more white. Because I really want them to stand out a bit. Oh, we'll put some of these guys out here like this. There we go. Put them right across its foots and the tail. We'll put them out here a little. All right. Okay. I want to see if I can dry brush some more. If I can get enough in this. More red. Brown it up a little bit. And we'll try toward the back. There we go. A little more hair there. I just want to add a little more wildness to her. Go along the curve of her body a little bit. Make it look a little wild there. You find out somebody had a hawk. You had a raptor in your backyard, Sonya. You find that out. I think I'm running out of red. Need some more red. We had about 400 crows outside, and they christened the cars in the back lovely. Just thought you should know that. Yes, they blessed the cars lovely. Demons. When all else fails, eat a mouse. Okay. Oh, it's so sad when you need a color and you don't have any, and it's only for a small part. But hey, it happens. We're coming up on the end of this anyway. Just gotta put her hair and her face in. To make sure that my body isn't in the way as I add these little details here. A little yellow and white. awful lot of detail going into something that's going to be in the dirt. But hey, why not? There. Oh, let's go into what little bit of dark I have left. Yeah, we'll do it. Well, no, I don't want that. I would rather do it with the blue more than the green. Okay. What will happen with the shovel once you break ground? Well, the lady from the radio station, she'd keep the thing. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want it. She can keep it. You know, she'll probably hang it up or whatever. But this is going to be resined today. On here, it's just easier to do it while it's hanging here. And it will be just as glass and durable as the backside here. So, and like I say, we're fairly close to calling it on this. Just gotta add a nose and some lips and eyes, and then put her crazy hair in there. Ouch. I'll come to the side here. Lips will be somewhere around in here. Cheekbones. You're not going to see much of her hair or her ear because it will be covered all in hair. Her ear will be around in here, but you're not going to see that because all her hair will be all in here, going down her back and flowing out this way. And actually, I can sketch that out right now. It doesn't matter what color I use to sketch that out. It's just going to be all up around here. Her hair will be in there. All out here and flows downward up around in here. Here comes down her back like so. Once again, it doesn't matter what color I put it. It's just shelling all of that out. So up around her back like so. Up in here. Probably a couple of tufts that way. Okay, like that. All right. Let's get we'll use the filbert brush and we'll block her hair in, and then I'll add the all the stuff. We're near, like I said, we're near the end. I got a bunch of brushes over here. Let's get a little bit of red. I don't know if this light is gonna make any difference. I guess it does a wee bit. Get a little red. Red and blue, purple. We make it dark. Come out about that high. Come out here. Out this way. this way. Come out on her back this way. Curve. All right. Let's get a script liner. I know that's gonna fall. I got too many of them. I got too many of them here. Let's see what we're gonna do with this. We can put these guys back or around the way. I'll just put them over here right now. Just out of my way. All right, we'll get a script liner. We're gonna come here in this dark stuff. And we're gonna come. All right, you guys can see it. Make it flow a little bit. Come around in here. Joining the edges together like this, grouping them adds to the flow. Almost like a little lion's mane, just about. Usually if you group it together, all right, it makes it look a little more dynamic. Out here, you can kind of curl it around. Put some straggles up there. Okay. Yes, this she beast isn't the most tame thing in the world. She'll mess you up. And she has no problem doing that. Okay. And there we go. I thank you guys for sticking around with me. It's crazy. Because I know that I've been here for a minute, but once again, it has to be done. I have to get this done. It has to be done, resin, solid, by Saturday. And we're going to get some highlights going here. What will happen to the shovel once I break ground? Maybe she wants it. Like I say, I don't know. Believe it or not, I really don't. Once it's done, it's out of my hands. I tell you what, once this resin dries on it, you really gotta knock it to damage it, because once it cures and dries, it's in there. So I don't know what they want to do with this. Once it's dry and it's set. I'm just putting in the hair. Okay. Might need a smaller brush for that. Let me do it one more time, because I can always wipe it away while it's still wet. All right. Very small details of the lips. The nose will be a darker brownish color, I guess. A little bit of this. Just gotta be careful. The water. You're not gonna really see the detail back close. I'll just do like a little shadow. And I'll add a little bit of blue there. We'll get rid of some of the lines here. We'll just darken them a little bit. She still looks wild and woolly, and I prefer that. Darken it up in the back a little bit. And I'm going to darken underneath her a bit too. Let's put this brush right. We'll use this guy. A little bit of water. Let's see what this looks like. It can be a little darker. A little blue, a little red, a little purple there. Just to brown it up a little bit. All right. And we'll just use a little touch of that. Come up under here, darken it a little bit. Up under here a little bit in here, round her off, right up in here a little. Might be a little, get it to be a touch darker, right under here a little. Feet, back under here, just to shade it a little bit here and there. Okay. A little, maybe a little bit of, a little more, maybe a little more in here. Now that it's dry, I can pop in some more shadow in there. It's a little bit, it just makes the wings stick out a little more, like that. She won't win the beauty contest, that's for sure. I can take some of this. A little bit of, that's too much red. Okay, let it work. I can kill some of those highlights. You'll still see them, but they won't be, super bright when it doesn't have to be. And then we can take some of that and put it in there. You soften it a little bit. Doesn't necessarily have to have a super hard edge on it. Okay, we can come under here and add some shadow. All up in here, add that shadow. Okay. Well, thank you, it matters. I'll put this right here. Let's go with a little bit of red and white, I guess. Water. Right up here somewhere. Sorry, my back is in your way. A little more water. There we go. All right, there we go. All righty. We'll pull the camera back. I'll put this right here. Maybe not. Let's put it back over here. All right. All right, let's pull this guy back a little bit. Let's see what we got. And let's raise the camera up here. Ugh. Almost. Okay. Well, it's weird because of the curve. The camera, the shovel's curved this way, but yeah, that's what she looks like, guys. So there's your chimera. I might as well take a picture of it now because I won't be able to take a decent picture of it when it's all glossed up. So That's fine. It will dry within 7 minutes, 8 minutes. And I do believe I'm going to mix the resin, and I'm just going to do the resin right here because it's nothing but water and paint, to which I'm going to clean this up here. I'll clean it up right now as I'm speaking to you guys. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with this thing when I'm finished. If she wants it, great. You know, I don't know. You know, I'll show you what I know some. I mean, you guys seen it maybe on my Facebook page, but I'll show it to you what it totally looks like, and then I'll just put it back up here and I'll resin it here. So I can resin this on the board, and then I'll resin the other painting on. I got a little area for it where I can do that. So let me clean up this mess here. It's not too bad to clean once you have a brand new razor. And everything else that's on it, it can just be wiped away with the. I use rubbing alcohol, and yeah, that's about it. Yes, it leaves your place smelling like a hospital room, but it works great. Okay. All right. Let's spray this off one more time. All right, let's put the cat back on the water here. Where is my tissue? And just wipe it off for the next session. And then that's that. I'm just glad I got it done in time. This was actually gifted to me a few years ago. I love it, and I rather have it the gray color than the plain. But no, it's great. It really helps me help. Once I've had it, I've always used it. So, and it's gray. It's a neutral gray on the background. So, and as of right now, it's the perfect. I think it's 8 by 10, something like that. And it's perfect size for the area that I'm working on. Quite durable because I put it through paces. Trust me. But it's pretty cool. So yeah, I prefer the glass palette. Like I say, it works great for me and everything. So, all right, now I'll show you what the back of this looks like. I tell you what, this tape is no joke. It's not laying. Wow. This is thick stuff. Oh my God. All right. I gotta be careful because obviously this is not varnished. I am gonna take it out back and I'll varnish it, and then after that I'll put the other stuff on. But you turn it around, and it's got the guy with the sun in the back. Here you go. All right. And as you can see, it has been resined. You can see the reflection if I get it the right way. All right. Then this is going to be the same thing on the front. Our little camera. All right. Now I gotta tape it back up here, but anyway, that's what it looks like. All right. So actually, I'm not gonna tape it. I'm gonna bring it out back and I'm gonna spray it. And then after I spray it, I'm gonna resin this. But yes, it's an actual shovel. Freaking painted a shovel, man. But all right. Well, there you go. All right, I'll just set this down here because it does weigh a little something. All right. Thank you. So, yeah, pretty cool. I've never done one before. And I'm looking at the live chat and I see that what it looks like. All right, let's go to this. All right, well, thank you guys. I've been on twice. One for the painting that I had to correct. I know some of you guys did not see that painting, but I had to correct it. Let's see if I can get this back to being straight like I had it before, because I see it's crooked. Let's straighten that out just a little bit like that. I think that should be all right. Let's go that way. That should be okay. Let's bring it. I know I gotta bring it back some. That should be fair. Okay. All right. I had to correct. Now this fella, as you can see, if the light's hitting it. All right. This is polyurethane, but you can see the spots where I painted over it because it's flat. There's no shine to it. All right. So I gotta. This will be resined anyway, so it's gonna look like a big plate of glass. So it doesn't matter. But it is completely dry, and it is ready to be resined. But I had to take it, and if you remember what the other one looked like, it was that light gray in there, purple gray. Well, it ran with the polyurethane. It streaked and ran. Okay, and so I just colored it all in with a blue green. Okay, and it kind of makes it look like even more foliage back there. So it's a perfect match. But once I put resin on it, you can't tell. It's all going to be, it's all going to shine like glass, like plate glass. So, no problem. It matters. I appreciate you guys coming through and watching. And that will be that. So, until next time, be safe, be careful. I appreciate you. Thank you for spending your time with me. So, well, thank you, Fatima. Yeah, I hope the client likes it. Yeah, they'll be receiving this on the 28th. I think it's their anniversary. So, oh, the reason why it ran is because polyurethane and glycerin are not the best buddies. So, but that's why. Only that ran, not the acrylic. It was just the glycerin that I used. Now, I used the glycerin in the flowers, but they dried and everything was cool. Okay. But if it's just thin paint and then the vegetable glycerin, it's just going to streak and run. And that's what happened. Um, which is fine. I just went over it, so I didn't have to trash the whole painting. All right. I went back over the color where my fingerprints got on the white part. It's going to be framed in. He always frames his work, so. But I still wanted to at least clean it up a little bit. It doesn't look too raggedy. But like I said, it's going to be matted, and they always mat it and frame it and all that. So, yeah. But all right. So, yeah, the polyurethane isn't too bad, but I like the resin a lot better. This looks better. It feels better. It's solid. Then it really doesn't take too long for it to dry. Within 3-4 days, it's going to cure really, really solid, and it's going to be, just about impenetrable when it's all finished. All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I'm done at a decent time. And The next time I see you guys, it will probably be to work on the portrait which is over here by my side that I had to redraw. So that would be an adventure. And yeah. Okay. Thank you guys. Peace.